How are you? How are you? No, don't really care. It's horrible when someone interrupts you, isn't it? Don't you find that somebody interrupts you? It's just horrible. But we don't have any problem when Google interrupts us, do we? I was looking up something on Google, as you do. Other browsers do exist. And I typed in Google. I like to talk to my computer. How do you? And it immediately interrupted me with suggestions. Live, breathe, smile. Well, no, Google. You've jumped the gun there. You don't need to interrupt. I said, how do you get? And again, Google interrupted. A bruise, hiccups, a new set of teeth. I don't know what algorithm this is, but stop interrupting me, Google. I thought, no, Google, you've got it wrong. Stop interrupting. I wrote, how do you get rid of? Google interrupted me again and said, AI on Snapchat, mould, a double chin without surgery. I thought, no, Google. The question I want to ask is, how do you get rid of your kids? Google had 8 pieces of advice for me. Unbelievable. None of which helped get rid of my kids, but helped me do better with my kids. But Google has missed what I was after. Any of you believe in reincarnation? Good, because I don't. Because 3 years ago, I had a cardiac arrest, which effectively means I died, and I came back as me. There's no way I'd do that. I'd come back as someone else, like that guy. Or maybe, no, not you, sir, probably. A mutated spider or a mutated fly, but there's no way I'd come back as this. And after I came out of the induced coma, only 50% come out of that, 90% of people die, 10% survive. Of that 10%, 50% come out of an induced coma. Of that 50%, only 80% go back to work. So I am what mathematicians would call an outlaw, just like Ned Kelly. But I came out of this induced coma and people came up to me and they'd say things like, I'm glad you didn't die. I thought, you're glad. Imagine how I feel and how my family feel. They'd have no one to rely on to put out the bins, wouldn't they? It's just like people start using this language to try and soften things a bit, don't they? They go, oh look, it's the late aunt. I thought, I've never exposed any talent at all, even now. It's always been hidden, never to be exposed. But they call you the late aunt, don't they? They don't call you dead aunt, probably because somebody would start a really bad song which would remind you of the Pink Panther. Some of you have got it, some of you are sort of working that one through. But it's true, isn't it? It's like, you know, they call you, it's like, why am I late? If anything, I'm early. They go, oh, it's gone too early that you're calling me late. You arrive in heaven and someone looks at their watch, an angelic being, because I'm a man of faith. And the angelic being's looking at his watch. He wouldn't actually have a watch because he lives outside of time. And he'd go, you're about 10 years early. We're sending you back. It's terrible. What are you late for? Supper? Your own funeral? I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? You're thinking, oh, he's playing on that word late there, isn't he? And now we've gone into a conversation, he's dissecting it. You thought, oh, this was funny, but now he's started unpacking it, and now we're in a conversation where he's unpacking it, and we know that he's unpacking the word late, and now we're in this really weird this loop, this circular loop, where he keeps explaining it, we keep knowing he's explaining it about the word late, and we're back in that loop, and this is continuing when death suddenly sneaks up, because death's been waiting outside, like an Uber driver, double parked, waiting for someone who's late. And when you die, what happens is you go to one of those wakes, don't you? You go to a wake. You think that's a bit rude, isn't it? Because I'm dead, I'm not awake, if anything, I'm asleep. And you get these people talking about you, don't they? Doing a eulogy about you, and they start off really nicely, don't they? They start off going, oh, remember, he was a really nice fella, he was a lovely guy, wasn't he? And before you know where they are, they start doing sort of a bad version of an open mic set. where they start going, oh, do you remember that guy who reversed into a lamppost because he was having an argument with Google Maps? More than that, he has an argument, gets irritated if Google interrupts him. Because he's late. He's late, isn't he? And then you're thinking to yourself, oh, I get it, the late Aunt Mex is. He's gone on for a minute longer than he should have done. So he's making it harder for the next comedian. In fact, if anything, he's made it late. Thanks very much.